You're not sorry to correct me. You take great pleasure in correcting.
And one of the most humblest.
Elbow sandwich, that's right. So let me go, Ernest. Let's see. Point guards, how about Russell Westbrook? Shooting guards, I'm going to go with maybe D. Wade or Lance Stevenson.
Okay.
And
live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. Last game for the Pelicans, they picked up a W against the Charlotte Hornets.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Atlanta, Paul Millsap out there with Splitter. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. Then there's Kyle Korver. Clock is at 3. Splitter, that's good. Splitter's got the first points up on the board here for the Hawks.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
That's good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Dallas.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Here's the captain coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got his first points of the game.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Now here's Schroeder. He had 16 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's the captain. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Good on the shot. Davis has got his second bucket.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Splitter, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. From outside the arc, kept alive. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Korver kicks to Millsap. Evans with some nice D.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
To the left side wing. Here's the captain. He's guarded by Schroeder. And it's Davis missing. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Millsap a screen on Evans. Schroeder passes to Millsap. And the shot is good.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
The Pelicans trail. There's the pass to the captain. Here's Davis, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For New Orleans, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Anderson comes in for Alexis Ajinski. And Gordon subbed in for Tyreek Evans. Stolen by Gordon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Schroeder kicks to Ilyasova. Pass to Hardaway. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Atlanta again missing.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Right side Holiday. Here's the captain. Rebound Atlanta. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Schroeder with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Hardaway for three. Good. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already. Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Ashik's checked in.
All right, let's check out the stats for Hardaway. His last 10 games, points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And for him, it's all about getting better each time he takes the floor.
And with him, I think it's a matter of focus, avoiding distractions, on the court, off the court. Becoming a pro is what it's about.
Good. Pelicans trail by 3. They set the pick. The drive by Gordon. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now here's Hardaway. 17 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man and putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Here's Muscala following the basket by Freak. Launches it. It's Hardaway, that time on the assist by Wright. Hardaway has got 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and again another basket there from the captain.
That was an outstanding kick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
A nice first.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team. Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases, or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the 2 elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working.
Right.
So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a ways.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Splitter. Cephalosha is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Holiday in at the point. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets had a huge game.
He had 18 points and added 7 rebounds to go with his scoring. It was a complete outing for him, one that he hopes to be replicated here. Guys?
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Well, Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Here is Splitter, following the basket by Paul Millsap. Shot clock at 2. Holiday gets the bucket. And now a 9-point Hawks lead.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Johnson the screen. Here's O'Quinn, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Evans against Holiday. Splitter sets a screen. Outside Millsap. Kicks it to Cephalosha. There's the 3. No good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Atlanta. Group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. The captain's checked in for James Johnson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Gordon. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Splitter. Wright comes in for Cephalosha. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Justin Holiday. The Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Alexis Ajinça.
Free throw good, Ajinça. Mike Muscala is checked in for Atlanta. And Ajinça drops them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here's Ilyasova. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ilyasova's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played, the captain. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Now here is Holiday. He had 16 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. So the wing on the left. There's the dish to Anderson. Good. Anderson's got his first bucket of the night.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
From deep, Ilyasova. That's good. And the Hawks lead by 12.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Back to Holiday. Fires at the elbow. And he hits the jumper for 2. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Schroeder kicks to Wright. The feed now to Schroeder. Wright sets a screen. Hardaway from outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game, Greg. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Omer Asher, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. The shot's good from the captain.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Schroeder kicks to Ilyasova. Asher pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 7. Holiday, the pass to the captain. No luck. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
You know, they did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Yeah, everything's been perimeter-oriented, and you have to be hitting shots to play that way.
No good off the front iron.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Outside Holiday. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And now just a 5-point Hawks lead. Schroeder. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Here we go. Some nice numbers for Hardaway. He's got 8 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Holiday and Evans comprise the backcourt. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's the captain in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's the screen. Here's Holiday. Left side, Davis. Goes up on the block, and off the prime, and in it goes. Davis has got 9.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Now, here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Davis with the double team. Splitter kicks it over to Schroeder. Connects from 3-point range. Schroeder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You got it.
Outside Holiday. Passes to the captain. He dishes it to Davis. The shot by Evans, nobody around. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Splitter sets a screen. Korver dishes to Millsap. Inside, Splitter. The shot is off. Excellent D there from the captain. Pelicans trail by 5. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
So it's Atlanta now, following the score by New Orleans. Feeds it to Schroeder. Splitter with a screen on Holiday. Davis with the double team. Here's Splitter, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Splitter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Some changes for New Orleans. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in from... We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside, here's Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anderson's got his second basket of the night.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
The offensive rebound. Right side Holiday. The pass to the captain. And the game.
I'm a leader at last. This a dawn. Come on, New Orleans. Go.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Here's Schroeder. On the court right now for the Hawks. Muscala is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Jarrell Wright. And it's Hardaway in at the 2. Now here's Wright. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Muscala kicks to Wright. Atlanta gets it back. The Pelicans trail. Here's Holiday. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Holiday's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pelicans. Dishes to Muscala. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To take the lead. Lets a floater go.
Boy, he blew the easy two by profiling, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Schroeder passes to Ilyasova. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
Davis is checked in for New Orleans. Evans comes in for Gordon. Time now for an injury report.
Kev, I was able to speak with head athletic trainer for the Hawks about his status. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Okay, Doris, sounds like he won't be out for too long.
Well, hopefully that's the case, Kevin, and he'll be back before long.
Splitter with a screen on Holiday. Stolen by Evans.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Drops in the breakaway layup. Evans has got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Splitter. Know what? Excellent D that time from the captain. Evans dishes to Ajinça. New Orleans moving it around. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
They've been ineffective in this one. Just no slowing down for the captain. 9 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess. They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Korver a screen on Davis. Lets it go from deep. Kyle Korver, and that's good. And the Hawks lead by 2. I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Lets the 3 fly. No luck. Good work defensively by Millsap. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Schroeder passes to Millsap. And Ilyasova kicks to Splitter. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. And it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
The shot's good from the captain.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Holiday, here we go. The stupendous finish in traffic.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Schroeder with the ball. Millsap in the corner, 6 to shoot. And it's off from 3-point range. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Holiday gets the bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in.
Back to the court, your New Orleans Pelicans.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Korver. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Drops in the tray. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win and you hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
It's stolen by Corver. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now a 4-point Hawks lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Atlanta?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Hardaway dishes to Corver. Splitter passes to Schroeder. Splitter sets a screen. Schroeder kicks to Corver. Splitter with a screen on Evans. Corver, no luck.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Holiday dishes to Davis. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instinct grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he is unable to get the second one. New Orleans with the ball, trailing by 2. The captain passes to Holiday. Pass to the captain. The 3. No good from three-point territory. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Evans misses the shot. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said.
About that one.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win. It seemed like this game was getting away from you at points. What does the team take away from this game in terms of experience?
You know, we got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. You know, as simple as that. Just glad we got this win. We just can't let these things happen in the future.